Ammo, welcome back, motherfuckers. We're here once again. Cthulhu and Chill, coming in your ears for another week. Here we are. Let's get into it. Matt, how's your week been? What you been up to?
Fuck all. Quite honestly.
Oh, good. Thank you for joining us for this week.
No, this week has been absolute. I mean, the only interesting thing we had in between episodes is the interview with Lost in the Woods about Heart of Cthulhu. And for those of you listening with your ear holes right now, we're doing this live in the Discord, the same as we did with the interview. So we're going to start doing that more often. A bit more live interaction. I've just read a note on here: weird alarm clocks and butt candle.
Okay, sure. That's a combination.
I have no idea what that's about. See, I write notes on the phone and I always forget what the hell they're about.
Yeah, just forget what you've done, yeah. Let's see. Alarm clocks and butt candle. I see. Is this stuff you've done? Or is this things you've seen?
Think so.
Did you accidentally not turn your alarm clock off and there's a candle involved instead? What happened there?
I think it was a weird post I found.
Oh, right, post, yeah, sure.
Alarm clock, butt candle. Was that supposed to be my topic? Oh, yes, it's a novelty gag.
Watch this.
Yeah,
novelty gag. Oh, I bet it is.
There was a video somewhere. I think it was a joke, basically. You stick a candle in your arse to the required time and it burns down, and eventually,
it wakes you up. Oh, I see.
Essentially,
yeah. Yeah, it does sound like a bad way to wake up, though. You're right.
I think the video had someone you have to lay down face flat on the floor. Otherwise, if you roll over, you set fire to your bed.
Yeah, you always have to lay on your stomach.
Exactly. Don't fart, because otherwise you're repelled.
If we set fire to your house.
Exactly.
Lose your eyebrows a lot.
Have you got a topic, good sir, or a thing you want to bring along, or something?
That's fine. My week's been great. Thanks for asking.
Oh, how's your week? Sorry.
Selfish bastard. I see how it is. I made a fucking list, eh? I'll just ignore that. Fuck's sake. Yeah. So this week, Matt, I'm glad you've asked.
Yeah.
So on Saturday, I went to my goddaughter's first Holy Communion. They are religious. Yeah. I am not, and neither is my wife, but we were invited along because they are our godchildren.
Respectful.
And she had her first Holy Communion, yeah. And it was she was dressed up with a little flower crown and stuff, beautiful.
Oh.
Let's say, I'm not particularly religious, so it was an experience. I've been to sort of Catholic stuff as well. I went to a Catholic funeral, which went on for about 3 hours.
Oh.
This was a similar sort of experience. There were 60 children having their communion done. Right, so it took a long time.
I bet.
And obviously he has to do his stuff, and there was he had a young lad there, of course he did, who was holding the Bible open, right? So he stood there, with his arms out in front of everyone, and this child was just holding this ginormous Bible, just covering his entire thing across his face, while this guy was reading it out. I was like, fucking hell, you've got a stand for that? Right? Some sort of holder? A table? No, you have to make a child do it. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was a long time of the kids going up individually, and then him going, having the little round wafer things and going, the body of Christ, the body of Christ. Each time one of them came up, and they had to kneel down in front of him, the body of Christ. Obviously, the children didn't have the wine like you're supposed to, so otherwise they'd have been a lot of drunk kids. But
I thought they could substitute that for Ribena or something, surely.
Yeah, some squash or something. No, it has to be wine. But yeah, it took ages. I mean, it was a lovely, lovely day and stuff. I went back to a village hall later on and had a bit of a party and stuff, which was nice. Kids were going mad, popping balloons all over the place, but
Yeah, kids.
That was all good. So it was a long Saturday. But we got there in the end. I'm pretty sure the other day at work, I was waiting outside someone's door. It was like a block of flats. Waiting outside someone's door. And I'm pretty sure I audibly witnessed a breakup.
Oh.
Because there were two people shouting at each other, and there was a woman in there. The walls in this place are paper thin because we don't build proper places anymore. They're all just plasterboard. And I can literally hear this woman go, "But I just love you so much, and you don't love me, and I can't believe you'd say that to me." And so, this is the end for us, and all this stuff. And I was outside, it was only literally a door down, but I was stood waiting outside this other person's house, like, "Ooh, fucking awkward." Because if I can hear you, I know you can hear me, because I'm walking down my kit bag and stuff like that, making a racket. So I'm like, it's awkward that I'm just out here listening to this.
I feel like a third wheel.
Yeah, exactly. I should have started knocking on their door, be like, "He doesn't mean it, don't leave him. He loves you, really." Yeah. I also went to a place literally yesterday, and I went to use their toilet. They have like a gym at the end of the corridor, another block of flats. Very end of the corridor, they have like a gym and a swimming pool and stuff. So I went in there to go and poop, as you do. And they have frosted glass doors on the cubicles. And you can see the outline of people out there, right? Which means, I assume, because it's not like a one-way glass, you could see it from either side. So I was sat on the toilet taking a shit. You could just see my blurry outline. Who the fuck designed that? Let's have glass doors. It may have been frosted, but it was still... You could tell someone was there. You could see their shape. Like...
That's weird, see a face press up against the other side. You're going,
"Hello? What are you doing in there? Do you need a hand?" I'd remove the toilet paper.
No, here's the question.
You'll have to come outside and be cleaned.
Is that worse than the American toilet doors that have a gap like that where you can literally put your full face in? Hello.
Well, yeah, half the time, it was only when I was a kid that I've been to America, but like, I'm pretty sure when I went there, their toilets, they have like stalls that aren't like floor to ceiling sides or doors. If I remember rightly, they have like a gap of like a foot under the door and like at the top as well, so just anyone can just slide on in. So yeah, that was fun, realising that people can literally see me pooping.
Yeah.
There's been an update. I don't know if you've heard this recently. It's a very recent UK news thing on HS2, which for anyone outside of the UK is High Speed 2.
Bollocks.
Which is a railway they're building linking from London to Birmingham. And it's absolutely insane. They have gone vastly over budget. It's expected to cost up to 102.7 billion is the latest figures they pointed out. From London to Birmingham, which isn't that far, right? That is roughly £1 billion per mile of track.
How the
crazy
fuck is it?
Right? It's absolutely insane. It cost less to send people to the fucking moon and back recently when they went to with the Artemis. It cost them less to do that. That was like 80 something million or whatever it was, like 70 billion, sorry. Like, it's actually insane. I don't know what the UK is doing, but our infrastructure and our money is just
being bent over and railed is basically what it is.
Yeah,
bent over and railed.
It's a railway, so I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Sounds like one in California probably using the same blueprint. Is there one?
No, yeah, probably.
Send us a link to that. We're going to have a look at. See how bad that is as well.
Yeah. I imagine it's going further, because London to Birmingham isn't far. It's literally like 100 miles.
Didn't they want to go to Edinburgh with that, though?
Yeah, I think it was supposed to connect like the entire north. I don't know too much about it. I remember them protesting about it in London as I drove through it every day. But
London, that's not really that far at all. It's like not even a...
No, it takes me less time to drive to Birmingham from where I live than it does for me to drive from where I live to London.
I'd say it's a third.
It's really not far.
Maybe a quarter?
102.7 billion it's estimated to cost.
So it's about a quarter of the way to Edinburgh, wouldn't you?
Yeah, maybe.
But
yeah, it's not far, and it's costing a ridiculous amount of money. Billions and billions. Bear in mind, Britain is like, well, used to be one of the best fucking railway makers in the world. We invented steam trains, we invented rails, like, you know what I mean? Like, we've done them all over the world. But, we can't even do our own country from one place to Another sort of money-related thing. I filled up my van earlier this evening when I got back from work.
Oh, how bad was that?
£139.89.
Wow.
Luckily, I don't have to pay for it, as I think I've mentioned before. I have a company credit card, but it's absolute madness. Nearly 140 quid.
It's
Madness.
It is a big van, though.
Oh, it's a chunky boy. Well,
Yeah.
compared to others, but it's a fairly big van. But
It's a moderately sized van. It's not like a Sprinter,
Still.
but it's a decent size.
yeah, but I looked at it as I was filling it up. It just kept going and going and going. I was like, ooh.
It is a diesel as well. Diesel was way more expensive.
Yeah, diesel. It lasts longer, but yeah, it does.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's more expensive. But anyway, yes, that is my update for the week.
I miss my old diesel.
There we go.
It was a brilliant car. I used to love the noise. Something about a diesel engine sounds nicer than a petrol to me. Yeah, proper like.
Yeah, it depends. A real old school, like classic car petrol engines sound really nice and smell a lot nicer. 'Cause I love the smell of petrol.
Probably because there was lead in the petrol back then.
Bring it back, I say. Those were the days, man.
God.
Used to go and work down the asbestos factory, you know. Take your petrol guzzling car down to the asbestos factory. Make asbestos cigarettes.
Asbestos is supposed to be like not taken by many places. We went down to the dump actually on the week, and they do have a massive asbestos bin. Now I can only imagine
just
if
chuck
you
it in there,
open that door to that bin, it just
Yeah, billions of particles because they're microscopic, so they just take it off.
and you would be fucked.
Yeah, I have 100% breathed in asbestos several times
Yeah,
in my
same.
job over the years.
Oh, there it is. California High-Speed Rail project now estimated to cost $126 billion.
Wow. God damn.
Where's it going to? To the link.
Live link.
Let's have a look. Read it. Where's it going from
God,
to?
really. Linking Los Angeles and San Francisco. Triple the original price.
San Francisco. To where?
Los Angeles and San Francisco.
To LA. Well, that's just a little bit longer than the UK one.
Yeah. Is it fucking miles, is it? I don't know. Yeah.
How many
I haven't
miles
got a
is
clue.
that? That is. It's an 8-hour drive.
Oh, yeah, fuck me.
6.5 hours. 6.5 hour drive, and it's 382 miles.
Yeah, that's like, triple the the distance.
No, that's a good
Yeah,
thing.
we're costing nearly as much to do like a third of the journey.
Actually, how far is Bristol
Madness.
to London?
It's Birmingham to London.
Birmingham's on the say Bristol. Birmingham.
Fucking Birmingham.
Like fucking Birmingham, mate. Birmingham.
118 miles. Birmingham to London.
I'm sorry, I think the UK wins on the biggest screw up on the rail one there somehow.
Yep. 118 miles cost 102 billion. Insane amounts of money.
Wow. We measure distance in countries out here. No shit.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Wow, anything else to say about that then, or is that?
I think that's it, to be honest. Just say that's my weekly update. Oh, I also, before I forget, because I forgot to write this down, I won the lottery this week, Matt. £2!
£2 fucking pounds.
The Milky Bars are on me.
You might be able to get 2 fucking whole Freddos.
I doubt that. I have to sell a kidney to get a Freddo. Fucking hell.
Do you-
Inflation on a Freddo's insane.
I was going to say, I heard the best analogy of how to discuss UK inflation. And it's not by like the price of fuel or anything like that, but it's the price of Freddos.
Yeah, 100%.
Considering that when
We work everything out in Freddo's, which is just a small chocolate frog thing. Small chocolate bar shaped like a little frog. And they've
Not
gone
bad.
from big chonky boys to like anorexic little bastards. And like 10 times the fucking price.
I want to say 23 7 years ago, they were 15p?
Yeah, probably around.
Because we were about 6. And now they're, what,
probably.
like 70 something?
Yeah, probably. I think if you get them in like service stations and stuff, they're like over £1. But they always put their prices up for stuff like that. Madness, anyway.
Oh,
That's how I'm going to buy my next house in Freddo's.
It's a good investment. It's a good investment. If you find a case of old
Yeah.
Freddo's, then you fucking quit.
Oh, that's it, mate.
You are
Got
quiz.
shares some Cadbury's.
Go on, then. What is your actual topic then?
My actual topic. Ooh, okay, here we go. It's a big one. It's a big boy. So, I don't know if you're aware of this, but yesterday was World Bee Day. Not as in the toilet thing for showering your arsehole. Bees, like honeybees and bumblebees.
I have a good story about bees. Let me tell you about that afterwards.
I see. And as such, I mentioned a few podcast episodes ago that I possibly might do a topic on bees. And as it was World Bee Day yesterday, I thought, there we go. I could do that. So this is based through my own experience with live bee removals and working with them and being a beekeeper for a little bit, working with other beekeepers, going on a course to do with beekeeping and studying bees and stuff like that. So I've got some information. Let's say there's quite a lot, but we'll go through. Any questions as we go, let us know. You as well, Matt, let me know. Ask questions. I might not be able to answer them because I'm not a fucking expert, but I know a bit.
Fair enough.
So here we go. This is specifically about honeybees as well. It's not all bees. So, honeybee brains are about the size of a sesame seed. So really, really teeny tiny small.
You consider the size of the bee, though. That's pretty big.
Yeah, fairly. I mean, they store a lot of information in there. Yeah. All worker bees are female. They are genetically sisters and have barbed stingers. Males are called drones, are much larger and have no stinger whatsoever. The queen has a much longer abdomen in length, has a distinctive shape to her abdomen as well compared to others, and has a smooth stinger. She is the only bee capable of stinging multiple times. Worker bees have pollen baskets or corbicula, which is the fancy name. Probably butchering that pronunciation, which is the structure on the outer hind leg of bees that holds the pollen. So if you see, they've got like those little yellow things on their back legs where they collect pollen. That's where it goes. They're called bee baskets, in layman's terms. When bees fly, the rapid flapping of their wings builds up a positive static electrical charge, which attracts the negatively charged pollen grains. So when they land on a flower, all the pollen is attracted to them, and they're covered in tiny hairs and stuff, which all attracts it, and then they sort of work it down their bodies to those pollen baskets on their
So you're saying they are constantly statically charged?
Yeah, it's like rubbing a balloon on your hair.
That must
Remember
be
doing that, and your hair would stand up.
That would be so fucking annoying. You imagine being constantly static.
Every time you touch something metal, oh, bastard!
Fuck that.
Yeah, they're not stinging you; it's just electric. They're an electric type Pokemon, we know. Beedrill should have been an electric type Pokemon, that would have made much more sense. Honeybees can't see red light. So there's been incidences where we've gone to check things in loft spaces and stuff like that, and if you use a flashlight that's red, they don't even know you're there. So they won't come and attack you. And it's the same with wasps as well. Yeah, so if you've got a wasp nest in your loft space or attic, then you can shine a red light in there to try and look for them, see where the nest is hanging, and they don't know you're there. But they do see in ultraviolet light. This enables them to see intricate ultraviolet patterns on flowers that we can't see. They navigate using the sun, as we would a compass, and because they can see polarised light, they are able to find their way on cloudy days as well. When there's no sun about, they can see sort of polarised light and find their way that way. There is also some evidence that bees are sensitive to Earth's magnetism and may also be able to use that to navigate the Earth as well. The eggs hatch after 3 days and develop into larvae. When fully grown, the larvae transforms into a pupa. Queens become adults the fastest. They mature fully in just 16 days. Workers take 21 days, and drones take the longest at 24 days.
Ooh.
Worker bees only live for about 2 to 4 weeks and in the summer, but if they hatch late and are part of the hive that remains in the winter, they can live up to 11 months.
Wow.
Which is a big old difference.
Just a bit. I suppose they're more dormant though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not as active. I mean, they literally, I'll mention it later, but they do literally work themselves to death. They exhaust themselves that much in the summer months because they're trying so desperately to obviously gather and forage. These winter bees are called diutinous, which is a Latin word that means long-lasting. Drones live for 4 to 8 weeks in the summer months, and queens can live up to 5 years. So they're the ones that stick around while everyone else dies around them. they're constantly. During their short life, worker bees have several different duties. They initially start off by tending to the larvae and brood. Once they hatch, they become nursery bees, and they tend to other young bees and look after the larvae and feed them and look after the brood and stuff. They then move on to building. So they build the honeycomb and honey production. So once the foragers come back, they take the honey off of them and make it into the... well, not the honey, the nectar. After this, they then become guard bees. So they're essentially bouncers. So they go from inside, the very middle, basically where the brood is. They go to then building the comb and producing food. And then they sort of slowly make their way outside the hive and basically stop any pests like wasps and things, or any other bees, any bees from rival colonies that come to steal the honey. They literally beat them up and send them back in. There we go. When they finally leave the hive, they become foragers, where they literally work themselves to death. On a single foraging trip, this is more about sort of the behaviours of bees. A single foraging trip, a worker bee will visit between 50 and 100 flowers. A single bee can carry up to 35% of their body weight in pollen, which is quite a bit. And when a bee finds a promising food source, it passes on that information to others when it returns, as to what is called the waggle dance, which I'm sure a lot of people have heard of. This dance is made up of 2 phases. There's a waggle phase, where they literally go in a straight line and waggle their abdomens back and forth rapidly. And then a semicircular phase, where they sort of turn. They basically do a figure of 8. And depending on the how many waggles and how much distance they go between each sort of turn, tells them exactly where they can find that food source. They can literally pinpoint like an individual flower basically from that location, which is where we get the term beeline from. If you make a beeline somewhere, that's where it comes from, because bees can literally pinpoint somewhere exactly from just going out and looking basically. Get that term there. They create something called bee bread, which is fermented mixture of pollen, nectar and bee saliva packed into honeycomb cells. This is layered into the cells and they seal it off with wax, which reduces oxygen and creates fermentation. The bees then feed on this rich protein bread and feed it to the larvae as well. This is usually kept around the cells, where the brood is, so the brood is where the eggs are. And so it's easier to access for the larvae, because obviously the larvae are in the middle, the bee bread's around the outside, they can just quickly go from one to the other and feed the larvae. This bee bread is made from pollen from various flowers around and can be a variety of vibrant different colours. So when I've done bee removals before, you cut this out of a chimney or a wall or something like that, and you can see the bee bread around the comb, and it's green, blue, red, all sorts of colours. We've had bits that are just multicoloured, almost like a fucking rainbow. Most of the time it's like a beigey colour, but depending on what flowers are around and stuff like that, it can be just a mixture of all these vibrant colours, which I always think is pretty cool, from different coloured flowers. Honey is created by gathering nectar from flowers. Bees pass this between each other, so when the foraging bees get back, they go into where the food production is, and they literally regurgitate it into each other's mouths, this nectar, and they mix it with their saliva. Then it's stored into the cells, and the bees fan their wings to evaporate the water content in it, and this takes around 3 days to complete, and then you've got honey delicious, what is essentially bee vomit.
Yeah, it tastes good though.
Yeah, I don't mind a bit of honey. I only have it, sparingly because it can be very sweet, and it's.
It depends on what kind of variety you have, because it depends, and then also what time of year it is, because you get a lot of varieties of different honey, and it does taste very different.
Yeah, it can do. It's always a good idea, apparently, to have local honey to where you live, because then it helps with hay fever, because it's from flowers around you, and you're taking it into your body, builds up a resistance to the pollen cells and things. So, which is always very interesting. They feed on it over the winter. This honey, so they store as much as they can, because then obviously the flowers aren't available, the pollen isn't available to make the bee bread, so they have to rely on the honey. They communicate with each other in the hive by releasing various pheromones. What's low said? We have a lot of
blackberry bee vomit.
Nice. Blackberry honey, lovely. Delicious bee vomit.
I've had heather, I've had meadow flower, I've had
heather.
I think it was pine forest.
Oh,
because I've got
that's interesting.
Family over in France, and one of them do bees. I don't talk to them often. Yeah. They came over with like fucking crate worth of honey and went, "Oh, does anyone want this?" I was like, "Yes, fuck yes." Yeah. I'll turn that into mead.
A lot of people want it. So when we do the removals, legally we're not allowed to give away any of the honey. So we can take out kilos and kilos of honey, and because we don't know whether it's got poison in it, because someone might have poisoned another bee colony, and then obviously the bees from this colony that we're removing might have gone and stolen honey from them, and it's contaminated, we legally can't give it away. We had one instance, right, where we were removing it from a flat roof back at someone's house and at the back of their extension, and the guy there was a bit rough and ready, and we were taking it out, and it's mixed in with insulation, like fiberglass insulation and stuff like that, because it's all amongst the where they were in this cavity, and there's brick dust and all sorts of stuff in it. And we told him that you can't have any of it because obviously it's contaminated. Like, well, you don't want this. We were bagging it up in big rubble sacks. And while we were working up there, we see him sneak around the side of the garden and pick up one of these big rubble sacks and sneak off back into his house. Right?
God.
We're like, oh, fucking hell, what a twat. And we told him, we can't guarantee it's not got insecticide in it to poison you. And we went back in. We finished what we were doing, and we had to go back through the house to get to the vans outside. And he was in his kitchen with this giant pot on top of the oven, and he was pouring this bag of honey into like a sieve, but it wasn't like a real fine sieve to get the bits out. It was just like a colander that just lets loads of stuff through. And he was draining it into this pot. And we had the conversation again, like you can't do anything with that. It's literally got fiberglass in it and bits of brick and stuff. There were bits of dead bee in there because they get all. No, as we were removing it, obviously there are bees getting caught in it and stuff. You can't save every single one. Save a vast majority, but they do die as you're walking around and getting caught in the honey and stuff. They only have to get a tiny bit on them and they're just fucked. I said there's bees in there and all sorts, right? And you can see like stingers in there and everything, right? And we're explaining this to him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, and I was going to give it to my family for Christmas. I would jar it up and give it to my family for Christmas." And we were like, "What? This literally got stings in it." And he was like, "Yeah, it's all right. I'll just tell them it's spicy." It's a genuine interaction that I had. "Oh yeah, it's all right. I'll just tell them it's spicy. It's got literal bits of bee in there, venom sacs and everything." But I really hope no one was fucking anaphylactic, because fuck me.
That would kill someone.
Yeah, 100%. Fucking madness. We're like, right, sure, do what you like, we're taking a risk. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Lo, yeah. Yeah, bad news, that was.
I mean, even without all the insulation foam and stuff like that, you would need like a micron filter mesh to be able to even slightly purify that.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got, in our office, we've got a honey spinner. So you put the frames of honey in there, and you spin it, and it opens the caps and pushes centrifugal force, pushes the honey to the sides of the thing, and it drips down. And then you've got like a filter at the bottom of it that filters out everything, and then it goes to another filter, and then you can sort of pour it out at the bottom. But it is crystal clear by that point. But And obviously, if you're taking out frames from a managed hive, you're making sure there's no bees on it and no stuff on it anyway. So it's not like stuff from a live removal where you've got building dust and stuff like that in it. So I imagine his family are dead by now, because that was a few years ago.
Well, I mean, if you've told him don't eat it by legal reasons, we can't say eat it. It's on him.
No, exactly. Exactly. There's nothing you can do about it. So.
No.
I imagine his entire bloodline's gone. So bees communicate through pheromones. As workers groom and feed other hive members, they pass these pheromones on. The queen bee releases her own distinctive pheromone, called the queen mandibular pheromone, or QMP. Each bee colony has its own distinct scent, so that members can identify each other. So when these guard bees, these bouncers, are outside, they can obviously detect the pheromones from these rogue bees that are coming in. And because obviously they're all identical pretty much. So it's only through pheromones and things that they can tell each other apart. So that's why they end up scrapping outside the front of the hive, because they don't recognise someone. Unless you are severely allergic and have anaphylaxis or anything like that, it would take more than 3,800 bee stings to kill the average human male. I would not like to be stung that many times. I've been stung maybe about 15 in total one day. That was bad enough.
Yeah, no,
Fuck that. Other than the queen, all bees defecate outside the hive. They all leave to poop. But the queen just does it as she goes and they clean up after her. Honeybees are so clean that most will leave the hive when they know it's time to die, to avoid contaminating any of the brood or food stocks. They maintain an optimal temperature inside the hive by fanning their wings to circulate the air, or vibrate to warm themselves up in the winter. They ball together, you've probably seen it, they swarm and stuff, they all ball together and sort of vibrate and create heat and things. And they also leave the hive in the summer in the real heat. If there's so many of them in there, they will leave and you'll see them sort of flying in a figure of 8 outside, and that's to obviously reduce the amount of bodies in there to form heat and try and cool the hive down. But Richard, how are queen bees made, I hear you cry? Well, I'm glad you asked, because the hive itself, the workers, decide if a new queen is needed. It's not the queen itself. If the current one is not producing or overproducing the amount of eggs, so there's too much, there's not enough, enough bees being made, and there's too many bees being made, there's not enough space for them in the hive, or she's old, she's coming to the end of her life, sort of thing, natural life, and the workers will choose a worker egg, so there'll be a female egg in one of the cells, and they will choose that to become a queen. And they literally stage a coup against the existing queen. Yeah. They can do this with multiple eggs at once, so it's not just one that gets chosen. They can do it with, 10, 20, it doesn't matter. I've opened up hives before, and the queen cells, you can see they're sort of normally on the edges. Sometimes they can be on the flats of it, but they're much, much bigger. They protrude out from the normal comb. And they could be, I've opened it up, and there's like 5 on one piece of comb, because they're just trying to produce a new queen. They can do this with multiple female eggs. Any female egg can become a queen. Any female bee has the capacity to become a queen. They are created by the workers feeding the larvae royal jelly, which is a substance secreted from a gland in the worker bee's head. So they literally feed the larvae this secretion from their brain, pretty much, and feed it to them. It's called royal jelly. Once the new queen hatches, if there is an existing queen, they will literally fight to the death. They will beat the fuck out of each other. Like I said before, they're the only bee that can sting multiple times, and that is purely so they can sting each other to death. Alternatively, the new queen can also take half the workers in the hive and swarm out to a new location, so they will just take half the people there and just fuck off.
Okay.
And then obviously the other queen has to carry on without.
Yeah.
Mating, because I know you're dying to know how bees fuck. Virgin queens will fly out of the hive and mate with male drones on the wing. She mates with up to as many as 40 drones at a time. And they will quite literally, and this is what the guy told us.
Situation then.
Yeah, pretty much. Queen bees are the Bonnie Blues of. For our American listeners, Google Bonnie Blue. Sure,
Or don't.
do it on your work computer. Yeah, do it on your work computers, your school computers, whatever. Just go body blue. She's a lovely woman. Yeah, the guy literally said in the training course I did for this, he literally said, they fill her up, which was the term he used. Which I thought was lovely. Lovely way of putting it. The drone's penises, or endophallus, explode.
Nice.
And they die. And this explosion makes an audible popping sound. You can actually hear it happen.
So basically, we're saying is a bee orgy sounds like a popping candy packet.
Popping candy, yeah. So I'm gonna. But just that 40 times. The queen can then continue to fertilise eggs for the rest of her life. Any males that don't mate and stay alive are kicked out during the autumn when food is less abundant to save on resources. So all the males do, they're only there to just mate with the queen, that's it. After that, they're just a burden on society because all they do is eat after that. And then they become pretty useless, so they literally get kicked out to just die in the wild. Get near the nest and hear a little fireworks show. Yeah, pretty much.
So
Especially
essentially, if you don't fuck to death, you starve to death.
Yeah.
I know which way I'd prefer.
Male bees have a real rough time of it. They either explode to death through their penises, or they get kicked out in the cold and die a slow, painful death. But they will literally go round. They will literally go round to like other hives. Like drone bees don't really have an allegiance to the hive. They'll go wherever there's food. So if you've got multiple hives in a field, for example, they will go from one to the other just trying to find food.
Wow.
Greedy bastards, like most blokes, actually, I think. Just, where's the food? Show me the food. The worker bees create different size cells in the brood comb to accommodate either workers, drones, or a queen cell. They decide what the hive needs. So if they think we need a new queen, they will produce drone cells, which are bigger, and obviously then the queen comes along, uses her antenna to detect the size of the cell, and knows instinctively what type of egg to lay. She can choose whether to inject the egg with sperm. If she lays a worker egg, she injects a sperm into it, into the cell, into the egg. She injects a sperm into there. If it's a drone, she doesn't. And all drones hatch from unfertilised eggs.
Wow. Okay, did not know that.
Yeah. It's in a process called parthenogenesis, where... Oh, hi, Jay.
Hey.
Joined by Jay. I'm just talking about bees fucking.
Yeah.
What's up? So yeah, she will detect which cell is the size of the cell, and then she will lay an egg in there, and if it's a worker cell, she'll put sperm into the egg, and then it will become a worker bee, female worker bee. If not, then it will be an unfertilised egg and always becomes a male. And because of that process,
yes,
I've mentioned the exploding penises, yes. So yeah, because of that process, male bees don't have a father.
Huh.
They literally don't have a father because they're an unfertilised egg. All they've got is the egg, the female part, right? But they become out male. But they do have a grandfather because obviously the queen would have had a father to inject the egg to become a female. So male bees, which is fucking mad. I think that's fucking crazy. That male bees don't have fathers, but they do have grandfathers. It's fucking crazy. Nature. So yeah, there we go. There is, I'm sure, lots more, but I'm going to leave it there for now because it's we're nearly 40 minutes in already. But
Subject.
Yeah, oh, it is. It could go on for fucking ever. As I say, there's a lot of experiences that I've had with bees, removals, live removals, rehousing them and stuff like that. There was a guy we used to take the bees to, a guy called Beaver. What was his name? I don't know his actual name. He was called Beaver. Big South African bloke, right? Massive nose on him, big honker on him. Giant orbits, was called Beaver. Right. And we used to take the bees to him, and he would open up the box, and there'd just be fucking bees going everywhere, and he'd sniff them. He'd just smell them. He'd stick it. It was probably why his nose was so big, because he kept getting fucking stung on it. He'd stick his nose in the box and smell them, and if they smelt a certain way, he knew whether they had some sort of disease or something like that. I don't know if this is true, this is what he fucking told us. Because he was so used to taking care of bees. Apparently certain diseases have
that makes
a
sense.
distinctive smell, right?
Yeah.
If something smells of, I think if it smells of like dirty socks or something, it can be a link to a sort of brood disease or something like that. But we'd look out for it anyway while we were doing the removal. But it was so funny. He'd be like, "Oh, these fucking bees smell. I must burn them." And he'd literally go and set fire to them. He'd go and set fire to it. He'd close the box up. Yeah, I have to burn them. They've got a disease, eh? And he'd go fucking set fire to the box. So
fair play to
there
him.
we go.
Yeah.
The nose knows what the nose knows.
Right.
So there we go. That is my lengthy subject for discussion today. There is more, but yeah, massive honker and a big nose too. I couldn't possibly comment, Jay. All right. He told me not to say anything.
So the only comment or the only story I have about bees in particular, funny enough, this was a good few years ago. Me and the missus went to, remember the Hampton Court Flower Show?
Yep.
And they had a Friends of the Earth stand.
Right.
Now, they were doing like a paint your own bee thing. We thought, oh, do you know what? Well, that could be funny. Could be a laugh. Just go and paint a bee, a little decorative bee. They looked all right. And we got there, and it was just absolutely like whacked out of his head, hippie-looking old man. Like, I don't know if this guy had been sober for a single day in his life.
Sounds about right.
He was on something. And so the missus sits down. She's like, I don't know if I want to do this, because this guy's talking and going, being weirder and weirder and weirder. And he gets that fucking stone and starts blue tacking bits. And he goes, there you go, paint the bee. And it's like, okay. And he starts.
Right.
I can't remember what the conversation went like, but it suddenly changed to like sexual healing, vibrations of the earth, and how he would stick his dick in a hole in the ground and feel the earth pulsate.
Right. It sounds like a real good choice for having at a show where there are children.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounds like a real good guy. Come and paint the bees, children. Come and feel the resonance of the earth behind this bike shed.
This is a true fucking story. I'm not making this shit up.
Oh dear.
And to this day, all I have to say is bees, and the missus just goes, fuck off.
Was he meant to be there? Was he just, yes, I have a stall, of course I do.
I don't know. I get the feeling he probably fucking escaped from somewhere.
Yeah, probably. Fucking hell, dodgy bastard.
Fair
Yes, in
enough.
my 10 years nearly of doing pest control, I've removed a lot of bees, saved a lot of bees, done a lot of stuff. So,
Fair play.
yeah. The biggest colony we removed was 18 foot down a chimney. It went from the very top of this house, normal 2-story house,
Wow.
very top of the chimney, went down the chimney, stepped out, because the chimneys do like a little 45-degree angle, and then went down, like halfway down onto the ground floor as well. It was fucking ginormous. This thing. We had, I think it was like 200 kilos of honey or something like that we removed from there. And again, we weren't allowed to do anything with it. We had to just chuck it. So we can't guarantee whether it's contaminated or not. It was fucking madness.
That sucks.
We were there. That's when I went up to Skegness,
Ooh.
which was quite possibly the worst place I've ever been in my life.
You hear it here first, ladies and gentlemen, do not go to Skegness.
Oh, it's fucking awful. We were walking along. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting your subject, but when we get into it, we were there for a long time because the surveyor basically undersold the job and said we would basically repoint this entire side of the house. And we had to repoint the entire house plus do a bee removal, so we undersold it massively. So we were up there for a long time, back and forth, multiple nights. And we thought, fuck it, we'll go into town. The actual Skegness, like, town bit on the waterfront there. Oh my god, it was a fucking dive. The only place that was open, there was 2 places open, right? One of them was Gala Bingo.
Oh.
Which was fucking rammed. And another place was called Buster's Fun Pub, which had a life-size statue of Poe, the panda, from fucking Kung Fu Panda, right? They were the only two places open, so we thought, fuck, we're going to Buster's Fun Pub. This sounds amazing. We were the only people in there. There was loud music, there was fucking lights going off all over the place. We were like, yeah, that place looks a bit of a laugh. Only two people in there. And then we were sat there having a beer, and this was about 8 o'clock at night, right? So it's not late. We wanted to try and get some dinner, and there was nowhere open. So fuck it, we'll supplement our dinner with beer.
As do. Yeah.
And then, about 8 o'clock, 3 people came in, absolutely smashed out their face, and then started screaming the song 500 Miles by the Proclaimers.
Good soul. Can't
And
complain.
they were just screaming it at the top of their lungs, and they were absolutely off their face, and it was a hilarious experience. Then we walked back to the hotel, and there was the biggest human turd in the middle of the floor, just in the middle of the pavement that I've ever seen.
Fuck.
It was massive. You needed a hazard sign. Someone's going to trip over that. Bad news. Real fucking bad news.
Okay.
Yeah, lovely place. The hotel was shit. Everything was falling apart. A hotel called The Premier, right? Big purple sign and everything. Not Premier Inn. The Premier. Right, so it was already lies. And it backed onto a nursing home, right, where they shared a kitchen, right? The woman didn't know how to change a barrel off of the beer, so we had to go into the basement, change the barrel for her, right? And then she still charged us for the beer. The rooms were filthy. We went in there. Being pest controllers, the first thing you do is every time I go in anywhere is look for bed bugs, right? So we pulled the beds out, looked behind the beds and stuff, and there were fucking fingernails and there was a whole pack of dried noodles under there, but crushed up under my bed and stuff like that. We went and complained and said, "Can you move us to a new room?" And the bloke on reception was like, "Why are you looking behind the beds?" And I went, "Why the fuck aren't you? Your cleaning staff aren't doing their job." It was fucking disgusting. And pubes in the shower, everything. My shit. I had a shelf in the bathroom, right? And they had those tiny little bottles of lotion just on the shelf. There was 4 of them. And the shelf was already at an angle. And I went in there and just tapped it with my finger, and they all synchronised fucking dove into the sink at the same time. It was fucking great. By this point, we were finding it so funny. We were sending videos to each other from our rooms of everything that was wrong with it. I turned on my fan. There was an extractor fan, and it was just going. I was like, "Oh, great, wonderful." Skegness, don't go.
Yeah.
It was fucking awful. And their tagline of everything was Skegness, it's bracing. Is it? Is it?
Bracing for demolition.
Yeah, exactly. Bracing to get the fuck out of here. Fucking nightmare it was.
Oh, fucking hell. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, we're definitely getting you to check for bed bugs while we're going in Isle of Wight, that's for damn sure.
I will be. 100%.
Every
I'm sure they'll be
single
alright.
one we get. Well, you never know. I've heard rumours about certain caravan places that have bed bugs, and now it's one of those things that make your skin itch every time you talk about them, and it's...
Well, good job on going then, isn't it, eh? You have a test controller.
I still remember Dave when I worked at Bushy Park, bless him. Old man, as I say, I've probably told this about on the show before, but old man came in covered in them. All on his jacket, all in his hat. And we shared a fucking lunchroom with that dude.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't fucking bring them home yourself, mate, because they do latch on, so...
Oh, mate, I was careful.
Yeah.
And besides, I have checked every mattress in this house every fucking couple of weeks after I'd worked with him. Because I was like, I'm going to be doubly sure. And there's never been one here.
That you know of.
Don't fucking say that. Don't fucking say that. Don't you fucking say that. Cause
I'm
that's
just
not
saying,
cool.
Matt, they can live up to a year without eating, alright? So, I'm just saying.
I have not seen that. There's none of the signs, and no one has bites.
You'd be getting bit. If there's food available, they're going for it. So.
There's plenty of food on this. Well, so anyway, it's been nearly an hour. I don't really give a fuck about my subject too much, so I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just happy to go straight to the news if you are.
Yeah, sure. This will be the B special for topics. Sure.
Exactly. Would you like a news story?
You know what? I think I would.
Okay, let's...
Why the fuck not?
the fuck? No, I don't want to resize the image. Fuck off. Let's see if I can find the first one. Because there are many. There are indeed. No, that was the one from the. Yeah, that was the one that the guy fell on.
I'm going to hazard a guess and assume there's at least one about poop or stuff going up someone's ass. You got it.
Well, I have a few.
Shock.
I will start with the wholesome one, right? So what happens?
By wholesome, do you mean asshole?
What happens when a bird loses its ability to fly, but the owner refuses to let it stay grounded?
You throw it out of a third-story window.
Well, a tiny lovebird suffered a severe permanent wing injury. Veterinarians were able to save its life, but it was never going to take flight again. For a bird, being permanently grounded often leads to severe depression and drastically shortened lifespans.
Sorry, Jason's tied to the ceiling fan.
Fuck off. I mean, it would work.
Yeah.
But owner wasn't going to let that happen. Instead of accepting the diagnosis, they engineered a custom miniature drone designed specifically for the little parrot. Yep. They built a specialised secure perch right on top of the drone, safely strapped the bird in, and fired up the rotors. At first, the owner just piloted it around, letting the bird feeling the wind underneath its feathers again. The bird didn't passively sit there. It completely embraced the technology. The owner actually modified the sensors on the perch, and when the lovebird shifted its weight, the drone would change direction.
Wow. That's
In
impressive.
a matter of days, it learnt how to fly itself.
That is cool.
There you go.
That's actually really cool.
How's that for wholesome? See?
That's pretty cool. I was expecting it to go horrifically wrong and just just get into the rotors, feathers everywhere.
Oh.
It's kind of beautiful if you think about it. All these beautiful feathers coming down. I see. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
The things people do.
That's news story number 1.
I see. I shall do one now. We'll get in here. I don't know if you saw this on the line. Saw it in various places, but this particular article is livinglifefearless.co. Swarovski reveal Shrek crystal figurines in new DreamWorks collab. Swarovski have unveiled a new luxury crystal collectible line based on the Shrek franchise. The collection features 5 characters: Shrek, Princess Fiona, Donkey, Puss in Boots, and Gingerbread Man. Ginger. Each figure is made with hundreds of precision cut facets and vibrant colours, reportedly to range roughly from about $189 to $750, depending on the character. That repeats the same fucking shit. New collab reimagines the beloved character. Yeah, no, they're cool, aren't they? I kind of want one. Beloved characters from DreamWorks Animation, precision crystal cut figurines designed for collectors and fans alike. Rather than traditional plastic merchandise, the characters are rendered in Swarovski signature faceted crystal style, turning the familiar swamp crew into luxury decor pieces meant for display.
Yeah, you put a message in the chat for it.
Yeah, there we go.
I wouldn't want that in my house.
No?
I found something better though.
Yeah.
I'll speak. Decline, go away, don't want the extra bits.
Yeah.
I think I found your next, I think I found your Secret Santa if I get you this year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I see. That is, what, a necklace or a bracelet that is in the style of like the Shrek writing with the little ears on the S that just says slut. I mean, you're not wrong.
Well.
Anyway, there's nothing really exciting about that. I saw it the other day. It came up somewhere, and that's literally it. Just repeats the same thing, saying, "Oh, it's from this popular franchise, and they're made of crystal, and it's the characters." Just says that like 4 times. So there we go.
Okay.
Nothing particularly exciting.
This one I have here is a shortened one, but
Less wholesome than the first.
oh, yeah. The tone just lowers there.
Yeah,
Just
we're back to
get used
normal. We're back to normal. We're on track. Carry on.
In which case would you say Bush being back in is a good thing?
In which case?
Because in Alien, the 4K remaster, they're painstakingly adding back in Sigourney Weaver's pubic hair.
Wow, I see.
Yep. Studios may have gone too far with the recently released Blu-ray of the 1979's Alien, as the transfer to high definition also added back in the fur of Sigourney Weaver's beaver.
So they digitalised a merkin on her, basically, is what you're saying. Get a pussy wig.
I think they just had her back as normal.
Fucking hell.
Yep. I'm going to try something risky here that may end up badly. I'm going to type in alien and then pubic hair and see what comes up.
Switching to incognito browser.
No, I'm not even bothering that. Oh, that's not as bad as I thought. You can tell it's CGI though.
Yeah. I know my Bush and I know that's CGI. I know a real one when I've seen it. That's AI.
AI Bush.
Yeah. Jay says, don't pretend you haven't looked that up before.
Actually, no, this is the first time I'm looking at Sigourney Weaver's one.
Nice. See. Jay's put a picture of Minecraft characters in Crystal.
Okay, now I like the Creeper.
I'm interested in the Creeper for no particular reason.
Have you seen the Creeper logo? Oh, no, come on, man.
That's going up my pooper, mate. I'm not going to lie. Will they come in large? Not going to touch the sides of them, eh? That's just going to fall out. Smash all over the floor.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, it does have a flared base, Jay. You're right. That's very true. That's not going to make a difference.
I mean, if you want an extra large, say I've got the Lego one there. You can use that.
You see? Oof.
Sharp edges.
Rough. Yeah.
At least that looks like it's rounded off.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like a cock. I'm not going to lie. It looks like a cock and balls.
Apparently,
made of glass.
The Creeper only came about because of a aerated pig model originally.
Oh, they're very similar, I suppose. Like if you look at that pig, they're the same shape. I know it's all fucking the same shapes anyway.
Just quickly before we move on to the next one, the only other cut that has removed something that people want to have put back in is, have you watched the newest, I say newest, but it's quite old now, of the Cats films?
No, I haven't watched them. I've seen bits, obviously, when they were supposed to
I have.
do whatever. Yeah,
I've watched it.
Fucking awful, was it? Why would you put yourself through that?
I was curious to see how it was. And I am on the firm believer that I think the whole thing would be funnier if they did indeed. Yes, it is about the butthole. If they released the butthole version of the cat.
Yeah.
Because the
I'd probably
thing
watch it then.
is, someone had to painstakingly animate the butthole on every single character, and then someone had to go in and painstakingly paint out every single butthole on that character.
Yes, they did. That was somebody's job.
Yeah.
They sat down in a meeting and go, you know what this film needs? Booty holes on all the Cats characters. That's what we need. Cat booty holes on everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And they pointed at the guy and was like, that's your job. You're butthole man from now on.
Daddy, what did you do on the film? I painted buttholes.
I digitally edited people's balloon knots onto their fucking characters.
They're chocolate starfish.
Yeah. I hold the title of Rusty Sheriff's Badge. That's my job.
The old poop shooter.
Yep. My goodness. Fucking hell. Oh, lordy lord. Right, my second article. Here we go. Is this going to load? Yes, it is. A couple in southwestern China chose a unique way to celebrate their wedding by turning it into a professional wrestling match where the loser agreed to do housework for life. Oh, sorry, lad. I always spit out your drink.
Are you still at work, though? Because if you are, then that would have been hilarious.
Ruined whatever I was doing.
Sorry, say that one again.
A couple in southwestern China chose a unique way to celebrate their wedding by turning it into a professional wrestling match where the loser agreed to do housework for life.
Oh, come on, don't tell me the man just beat the shit out of them.
Unlike conventional competitive sports, professional wrestling is a choreographed combat performance. The groom, a professional wrestler, organised the event with his wife at a local hotel in early May. Instead of the traditional wedding stage, the couple set up a wrestling ring. A large screen displayed a dramatic poster titled Groom vs. Bride.
Did you just say he was a professional wrestler?
Yeah. The newlyweds led their respective teams into a best-of-3 contest. So I think it sounds like they split up the congregation of people that were there into teams, like groom side and bride side. The match followed a simple rule that the losing side would take responsibility for the household chores.
Right.
I think this was all staged, by the way.
I'd hope
performers entered the ring first and carried out a series of high-impact moves, including body slams, takedowns, and close-range grappling. Guests watched closely, with some children standing with bowls in their hands, fully focused on the action. Sure. As the event reached its final stage, the bride and groom entered the ring. Supported by the crowd, the bride quickly took control of the match, as she avoided the groom's attacks and brought him down with a shoulder throw. The referee declared her the winner and announced that she was exempt from doing housework for life. Although the sequence had been choreographed and rehearsed in advance, the performance kept guests engaged throughout. All performers were professionally trained, and to ensure that safety was given, they also added that he had to lose in the end because he could not allow his wife to take on housework. That's what the groom said. The idea came to him during a wedding planning when he realised the budget was going beyond expectations. Instead of hiring singers and dancers, he decided to organise a wrestling match instead. His wife supported the idea, while both families said they did not fully understand it but respected the couple's decision.
Fair enough.
That'd be great, I'd do that.
I think it'd be a bit unfair in your situation.
Yeah, my wife is disabled. So she could bring her scooter. Walking aids. Walking sticks and that. Crutches.
I don't...
She'd be jacked off on meds, she wouldn't feel a thing. What about me, Matt? I'd lose. She'd kick the shit out of me.
Morally, you'd lose.
Yeah, either way. I either get beaten up by a disabled woman and embarrassed, right? And she would kick the shit out of me, I can guarantee you that anyway. Or, yeah, I beat the shit out of someone who's, ill. So, and either way, I could be like, yeah, fucking I won! And everyone's just there like, piece of shit. Give her the chair! Yeah, detached from a scooter, that's the problem. That thing's fucking heavy. Off the top rope in that.
Yeah, fucking heavy, to be honest. Well, from one, I suppose you'd call it a religious ceremony, to another. Ooh. Pastor says holy gas is a cure to congregation. Holy gas is the cure as congregation watches in shock. A controversial pastor is going viral after claiming he can heal people by farting on their faces.
I see. Was it fusilli or spaghetti? What kind of pasta are we talking about? He's hilarious. I'm here all week.
Insisting the act is powered by divine intervention. Photos from the service show the pastor kneeling over a man lying face down on the church floor, whilst placing his hand on the man's head and delivering what he reportedly called the spiritual release.
Yeah, okay. What's wrong with people?
So, according to witnesses, the pastor told the congregation that God had instructed him to drive sickness out through the breath of the flesh.
Did he now?
A statement that immediately left many attendees stunned and confused.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Some of the followers reportedly applauded, believing the moment was a breakthrough of faith. Others quietly left the church, questioning how spiritual healing suddenly turned into a biological event. Online reactions have been ruthless. Critics say this crossed the line from faith to exploitation, while supporters argue the miracles don't always look dignified. The internet, however, has
praise be to the Lord.
If this is God's power, nobody asked for the upgrade. There you go.
And the Lord said, "Let thine shit thy pants."
On thy face.
On thy face. Thou shalt be speckled with freckles.
And the Lord doth say, "Mind of the corn that comes out of the morn."
Part thine sacred dingleberries, and allow thine holy gas to part. Oh, God.
There's a joke I can make here, but I'm not going to make it.
Fucking hell. Glorious.
A wet one.
Yes, the trumpet sound of the Lord. Yes.
Did you say when the world ends, it'll be the the horns of heaven? So maybe it's just starting at the wrong end.
All the angels turn up and turn around, drop their cacks.
That's
all different tones.
Like a B flat.
Fucking hell. Right. My final article. Have you heard of a man called Brian Johnson?
Rings a bell.
Well, he was the man that sold a company called a payments firm called Braintree to PayPal and made his money there. That's how he basically made his millions and got famous in inverted commas. I don't know if he's American, it probably is. But this article is titled "The Weirdest Things Brian Johnson Has Done in an Attempt to Live Forever After Partner's Vagina Experiments Scores Top 1%.
Vagina experiments.
Mm-hmm. Here are all the weird, wacky stunts Brian Johnson has performed in a bid to live forever. The entrepreneur and venture capitalist who made his millions from the sale of payments firm Braintree to PayPal, Johnson now fills his days with an even loftier ambition: to not die. The 48-year-old regularly goes viral for sharing the extreme lengths he goes to in an attempt to achieve this. Yeah, he's American, with the American recently surprising us all with the results of his partner's vaginal microbiome report. Yes. And it literally says, yes, you read that correctly. After announcing to the world that he performed oral sex on her, Johnson shared a copy of her vaginal report with us all, revealing a score of 100 out of 100. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm assuming it's good, but you never know. Explaining the results, he added, this is linked to lower risk of BV, UTIs, yeast infections, HPV, HIV acquisition, preterm births, and improved IVF outcomes. Kate was not embarrassed by her partner's admission, but instead grateful he takes their health so seriously. Now, Johnson and Tolo, is her surname apparently, aren't wrong in wanting to raise awareness about sexual health, although he certainly has a unique way about going about it. This isn't the only time which Johnson has overshared in the name of biohacking.
How is it biohacking exactly?
I don't know, that's just a term they've used on here.
But yeah, there was that story about the person that made bread from the yeast infections, and other things.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a story of a woman who made muffins for her boyfriend from her vaginal discharge as well. Same sort of difference, I suppose, with the bread, but the yeast. Glorious. Biohacking would appear to be a family-wide pastime in the Johnson household, as father and son collaborated in Johnson's attempt to de-age his penis. Which is a sentence I never thought I'd say.
Okay, so that went... How I thought that was going to go, it still went down a wrong road, but it took a complete left turn for me, because I thought for a minute there you were going to say father and son took... What was it? Took precedent in his mother's basically vaginal thing.
I mean, one of them's come in her, one of them's come out of her, so, you know, I suppose. So, you know, I suppose they both kind of been there at one point.
So he's not Okay, so the son's not fucking around with his... he's fucking around with his dad's dick instead? Okay.
Right. So, yes. Well, sort of. This has involved tracking his nighttime erection data compared to that of his 19-year-old son, and sharing the results online. Nighttime erection data from my 19-year-old son, Talmage. I think that's how you say it. Talmage. Talmage. I don't know. Yeah, nighttime erection data from my 19-year-old son and me. His duration is 2 minutes longer than mine.
Yeah, as you
and then there's a quote that says, "Raise children to stand tall, be firm, and be upright." Comparing erection data isn't the only part of penis de-aging either, as Johnson also analyses his semen quality, tracks the amount of blood getting to his manhood, and regularly measures the size of his prostate.
Yeah, okay.
Talmage's...
I think this is generally along the lines of child abuse, because that 19-year-old's going to grow up really fucking weirdly because his dad keeps an eye on his cock every night.
Yeah. So did Scoutmaster Steve, but either way. Talmage's involvement in his father's biohacking doesn't end with dick measuring either, as the teenager previously donated his own blood to his father's longevity experiment. Yeah, there we go, But, Jay's mentioning it in the chat. So. This involved Brian receiving plasma from Talmage while he was also donating his own blood to his then 70-year-old father. However, the blood swapping experiments were short-lived, as Johnson later revealed he had stopped injecting his son's blood after seeing no benefits. Shock.
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah. This also extends to an extreme diet. After waking up naturally at 5 a.m, Johnson takes his final meal at 11 a.m, spending the rest of the day consuming mineralised liquids. Johnson also knocks back around 80 different vitamins and mineral supplements a day. And a more surprising entry on the list, Johnson has previously experimented with using around 5 milligrams of magic mushrooms, with his wife documenting the entire process on social media. These aren't the only hallucinogenics he's experimented with either, as Johnson also documented the effects of taking 27 milligrams of the world's most powerful hallucinogen, and then it's 5-MeO-DMT, which left him stunned beyond comprehension.
I'm not fucking surprised. DMT is one of those things that you just do not fuck with, unless you try to do.
Sick. Ridiculous. This is his morning routine. Are you ready? It takes an estimated 4 hours to complete his morning routine. Wake up around 5 a.m. Oral hygiene. Light in eyes. Yep. Breath work. Pre-workout nutrition. Exercise. Sauna. red/NIR light therapy. Focused shockwave therapy on joints. Shower. Hair growth serum. Skincare. Breakfast. And that is the end of that article. What a guy. Tracking his son's erections, showing the world his wife's vaginal reports, and injecting himself with blood from his own children.
I can tell you now, my morning routine takes probably about half an hour. Get up, have a piss, brush my teeth, have a shower, get some food, fuck off. Job done.
Yeah, pretty much. It doesn't involve tracking mine or anyone else's erections, I can tell you that.
It's just something that happens when you get older. It's not something, your little soldier isn't going to rise to attention as often, It's part of life. They don't stare you. Your third eye doesn't look up at you anymore, It's just kind of one of those things. And he's now tracking his son's.
Yes. I've got a great idea. Let's track my son's erections. I'm sure he'll be fine with that. Tell me, son, did you wake up with morning wood? Yes, father. Yes, I did. I don't know why they're so posh. They're American. Yes, father. Yes, I did.
Oh, yes. Yes, papa.
Yes, papa. I did.
Gross.
Look at it.
Isn't it marvellous, papa? Oh, it's spat.
Oh,
look, papa. It reached the ceiling.
Fucking hell. Gross.
Yes, love, that is definitely a way to live your life, but probably not the way Yeah, not the best choices.
Yeah, one of the choices. I don't think it should be an option, to be honest. Yeah. Fucking hell. I know people could do what they want, but
It's like a fucking
surely there's a limit.
There is.
Bursting into your kid's room. First thing in the morning. Have you got a prediction? Let me see your cock, son. Get that fucking measuring tape. Now I'm going to wait here and see how long it takes. That's 2 minutes longer than mine. Fuck's sake.
How is the son keeping it up for 2 minutes with his dad watching? I think I'd get stage fright. I can't piss in front of people. Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
it's an interesting article.
We know.
I saw that and I was like,
Okay, would you like my final news story?
sure.
Now, Lo, make sure you're not taking a drink with this one because... Actually, no, take a drink. Have a drink.
Yeah, it'd be funnier. Fill your mouth with water. I'm going to do the same on them.
A hunt for a man who defecated on the floor before cleaning himself with a sandwich.
Where's the sandwich?
Oh, he stopped looking up the first one.
Yeah. He shit on the floor and then cleaned himself with a sandwich. Is that the sentence you've just said?
Hunt for man who defecated on the floor before cleaning himself with a sandwich.
Jay, how did you find that so quickly? We've just said. And you've already pulled up a fucking news article about finding somebody who shat down my chimney. Did you just have that to hand?
Look, Papa's had his delivered coal.
You know what? It doesn't surprise me, actually. You've got stuff like that. Just handy, Jay.
No, it is one of the UK, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's one of yours, right? He's not from Florida, right? Florida, man. Wouldn't surprise me.
A man defecated on the outside wall of a social club and then wiped his bottom with a sandwich. Mark Mortimer has been convicted of the act of outraging public decency following the incident in a Ladbroke, Gloucestershire, more than 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's one of us. It's one of us. Sorry.
Now, those running the Ladbrokes and District Communal Social Club... Oh, it's Ludbrook, not Ladbroke. In a small...
He was in a betting shop the whole time.
In a small forest of Dean have spoken about what he did when he turned up there on the evening of February 13th, 2024. A spokeswoman for the club, who did not want to be named, said he came in about 8:30 p.m, acted very bizarrely, he said some strange things.
Yeah.
He asked if he could use the toilet. We said he could, and he did. He was in there for 4 or 5 minutes. She said Mortimer, who had a dog with him, was blunt, asking for a drink, but saying he didn't have any money to pay for it. He also claimed he had a bomb in his pocket. Although the club...
this story.
Club officials saw for themselves that it was actually a large silver metal ball. The spokesman said staff pretended that the club was closing because his behaviour was so strange and they wanted to see him leave. But they were amazed when he then went outside, defecated on the wall of the club before wiping his bottom with a sandwich that he had took out of a black bag that he had with him. The spokeswoman who has run the club with her partner for 10 years said, "I've never known anything so disgusting in all my life. You don't expect somebody to do anything so disgusting." She added that the outrageous act left her annoyed and stunned. "I was absolutely mortified," she said. The spokeswoman said the police quickly quickly caught up with Mortimer close to the club and arrested him. The 46-year-old of the Newland Street corner, Colford, Gloucestershire, pleaded guilty to outraging public decency and breaking into a cottage in Ludbrook and stealing a torch on the same day.
What do you need the torch for? This guy's just got a plethora of things in his pocket. He's got a sandwich, apparently a bomb, a torch. Like, what is he doing? Fucking hell. What is wrong with people?
We've all been there. Well, we've had a tricky shit.
Have we? When have you been in that exact situation, Matt?
Sometimes you end up with a rough night and end up with a shit sandwich.
Oh, we've all been in a situation where we've shit our pants and wiped it with a sandwich. Oh, find a penny.
No, what I'm saying
2 pennies.
We've all had that situation where you've been caught short.
Oh, yeah. All the time. You're not a real man to shit yourself.
He had just come out of the toilet, for one. No, I haven't shat in a national landmark, but I've pissed in the ruin of a castle before. That's right, Jay. Yeah, I told you. And sometimes when you are caught... Yes, it was.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
In fact, I pissed myself. So, what do you do in those situations where you are caught short and you don't have toilet paper? I mean, a sandwich is not the thing I would come to mind, but I guess...
Well, it depends what you had on you at the time.
Socks? Yeah, I suppose, but what if you liked wearing... I don't think I'd want to go throughout the day without socks on. It would feel weird in my shoes.
To be fair, on the occasions that I've pooped myself, or at least really needed to go because I was really unwell, I've just used my boxers. So I've taken those off and then just used those to tidy myself up and throw them away.
I've used a high vis.
A high vis? Well, you really wanted it to be seen. My lord.
Desperate times, desperate measures.
Yeah, no, I was walking the dogs, and it was a bad time. I felt really unwell, came over really dizzy. I was absolutely fine, just walking the dogs, no problem. And then all of a sudden came over ridiculously dizzy, had like cold sweats, felt like I was passing out. And I had to veer off the track into the woods and lean up against a tree and completely plaster the side of this fucking tree. And that was all. I got nothing else, so I had to use my boxes and just screw them into the leaves. So that's probably still there somewhere, but there we go. This is one of the reasons why I carry a camping toilet in the back of my van. Because if you're caught short, especially in somewhere like London where you can't just stop anywhere or go in anywhere, most places don't have toilets and stuff that you can use. Yep. So I have a camping... The amount of times I've pooped in the back of my van is ridiculous, but it's been a fucking godsend. So...
Well, I always carry a bog roll in my car just in case now.
Yeah, I've got a roll of blue roll with me. Don't use Gorilla wipes though. Stings like a bastard.
Been there before.
For the rest of the day, you're like, oh, there she is. Oh, yes,
puckering up. Weirdest thing other than hive is probably disinfectant wipes. They do fucking stink them.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking you were going to say I always carry a sandwich. Well, you see,
I always carry a sandwich.
But you never.
That's why I always carry a loaf of bread with me, just in case.
Oh, but what if it turned blue and you might be... Oh, you're back wiping your arse with mould. That can't feel nice. And what then if you trick someone into thinking it's chocolate spread? What sandwich?
It's delicious Nutella sandwich. Once again, another poop story. I wonder when I was
They're the best.
They are funny. Chocolate spread and strawberry jam. That's only if you get a seeded loaf. Real rough, like sandpaper.
That's not what she meant.
No, I know.
50% of the vampire's good time.
Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry though. We do need professional help, right? We're only 11 episodes into this fucking show. This is what we've reduced it to already. I'm not even sorry.
There are a few things that closing on the admin kind of thing before we do finish up properly.
Yeah, go on.
In our last episode, we had a few comments. Good old Adam from Lightly Used to your holiday. Glad to hear the weather was nice when you visited. If you're near Swansea or Lanini, next time let us know.
Sure.
And also, apparently, you visited some of the Johnny Turnip locations.
Oh, I see.
You didn't even realise it.
No, well, I haven't listened to the episode, so I don't know whereabouts some of these things are.
No, fair play. Lo, if I can make a recommendation, lightly used podcast, Karen and Adam, fucking hilarious, really good people. Good friends of ours too.
Yeah, they're lovely.
Yeah. Good at baking too.
I never brought that up with her, actually. I was supposed to say that when we recorded with her. We'll have to get them on again. I could confront her about nearly killing her.
Hey, it was a fun time until we got on the train and then freaked the fuck out for the entire journey back home.
Fucking hell.
How we managed to get home, I do not know.
No idea. We'll only have half. What could be wrong with that?
Yeah, half a little magical brownie, you know.
Yeah, turns out a lot. Thanks, Karen. Fuck's sake. I didn't put as much as I did last time. Lies!
Yeah, I had a whole one last time as well. Getting home with that.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, it's bad enough for just that.
But,
my lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we shut this down, if you have any funny fucking stories that you think would be absolutely hilariously read out by us, and if you want us to rip the shit out of them, because we will definitely rip the shit out of them, send them in to a pintofcthulhu@gmail.com. That is pintofcthulhu@gmail.com, and you do not realise how long I've been trying to practice that without fucking it up.
Yeah, you did very well, Matt. For someone who can't read or write, you did very well.
Haha. If you wish to stay anonymous, type in on the subject Cthulhu and Chill Anon story. Or if you want to have your name read out, just type in just story and it will read out where
news stories, funny things, all that sort of shit. It'd be great.
Let's get some more interaction with this shit and see how far we can push this boat out.
Yeah, definitely. I've enjoyed doing this live one, actually. It was quite fun. Definitely do this more often. Fantastic. Well, shall I round us off then, sir?
Go on, round off that turd.
Amazing. Then I'll do the outro. So, thank you everyone for listening. Most appreciated. I don't have any bread on me, actually. We appreciate the support from everyone. You can find us on all the social medias, Instagram, Blue Sky, X, everywhere at A Pint of Cthulhu. If you haven't already, please join the Discord. That would be fantastic. And we also have some lovely merch on Redbubble. Go and check that out and get yourself some goodies. Yeah, Matt's wearing his t-shirt now. Lovely. Look at that. Beautiful with the logo on. Fantastic. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for joining us, people who are live. And we shall see you in the next episode. Ta-ta!